Hello, Cancer singles. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for Cancer, Sun, Sign, Moon, or Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm sorry about that. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice, so bear with me. I'm just getting over a cold. Cross-watchers, you are welcome here as well. I do couples, singles, and career and finance readings weekly and monthly. Know that this will not resonate with everybody. We're all on different timelines, and whatever general collective that I am actually matching with is what's going to come through. If I do not resonate with you, there are plenty of other tarot readers, and hopefully one of them is on your timeline. So keep that in mind. If pieces do resonate with you, take the ones that do and leave the rest for someone else. I have cleansed the space, pre-shuffled the cards, and meditated with them. Since my channel is new, I will explain a little bit how I work. I am an intuitive mystic, so sometimes if you know how the cards are read, my definitions could be a little bit different. It just depends on what my guides are telling me. I'm also protected and shielded by Archangel Michael, who sometimes will pop in and give a special message. Those are very special occasions. I'm also an active medium. At times, other spirits will try to come through to deliver their personal messages. If that does happen and it gets strong, you will hear me ring a bell. And all that does is clear them from my energy so I can get back to the collective reading. So don't let that disturb you. This reading is for November 15th to November 21st of 2021. And keep in mind that there are scammers out there. I will never reach out to you for a personal reading or donation. If you do want a personal reading or to make a donation, you can find that information in my description or on the About portion of my channel. That being said, also do not ever use a tarot reading to replace any type of medical, legal, financial, or mental health help that you need. Please seek out those professionals in those cases. Without further ado, I'll just explain my reading style. My weekly ones are 9-card spreads, and that is 3 from the past, 3 from the present, 3 from the future with overall energy, and then I do clarify them with a tarot, or with the Rider-Waite Tarot, sorry. And the monthly ones are a Celtic cross spread. All right, without further ado, let's get this show on the road and see what is up with my Cancer singles. All right, so in the past we have the 3 of Wands, the Temperance, and the 4 of Wands. Trust. And then we have the 9 of Wands in our current energy, the Hermit, and the 7 of Cups. Future, we have the King of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. Not bad. Cancer. All right, so in the past we have the 3 of Wands, the Temperance, and the 4 of Wands. So you're definitely improving from 3 to 4, and a lot of that has to do with the Temperance. Being able to, sit and flow in your energy. And energy, is fluid, so it's constantly moving. But at one point, you're just waiting around for your ships to come in, and you decided to kind of measure that with your Temperance and find some patience. And with that then comes stability. So you had something to celebrate. You felt solid. You felt stable. Current energy is we have the 9 of Wands, the Hermit, and the 7 of Cups. So the 9 of Wands goes to show that you've been through a little bit, and you still are, aching and wanting something to be real that doesn't come with a bunch of pain. you went deep inside and retrospected, a lot of alone time, a lot of just finding the light within you, that you refuse to let burn out, and then you're starting to look at your options. um, hmm, what should I go for? What should I do? You started seeing that the world is your oyster, and you do have options. Those options come from that foundation that you have created for yourself. It doesn't mean you are in a relationship or anything like that. And that peace and temperance and that patience that you found has allowed you to reflect inside, like the hermit. And this Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, has also caused you, you can see both of these women are still looking, but that one is looking outward, back at her past. This one is now looking at her future. So you've come a long ways, from where you're actually looking at things. In the future, you have the King of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have people here. You are going to continue to take time out for yourself. You're going to continue to reflect and not just jump right into anything. But you do have a King of Swords here who is patiently waiting, a very logical person that, yes, they can be cutthroat. Yes, they're going to be blunt and honest with you. But they also seem to have an awful lot of patience, to sit there and wait as you slumber. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is also an offer coming towards you. It is one that says it's going to take a little patience. This could be a previous relationship as well that might be coming back to offer you something. We're going to definitely clarify that and find out the meaning of that. Your Eight of Pentacles, so your overall energy. You're hard at work, okay? You're definitely going through the cycles. You're managing. But if you notice, there's definitely two sides to everything, and you seem to be over focusing on one versus the other. So finding that equal balance is going to be very important, to finding love. All right, let's do some clarifying here. Okay, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, please bring forward your white divine light and help us use these cards to clarify the messages you've already provided for us in the base reading for Cancer singles. Love from 11/15 to 11/21 of 2021. Please give them clear and direct guidance. All right, let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles in just a moment. That is with the Empress and the Nine of Cups. So, yep, exactly. So that Eight of Pentacles, that working diligently, again, you want to focus on both sides, everything around you, not just one thing, because you are becoming the Empress. You have those Empress qualities, that growth, that fertility, that you're learning so much about yourself, that you can share a love that other people haven't known or can't see. And then, of course, your wish come true. The only thing that I would advise is don't be too stubborn. Don't be too set on what your wish come true actually is. You may not want to be too set in your ways, even though the Empress is, the mother of all and she deserves the best. And you're definitely reaching that potential. Now, keep in mind, gender is not something considered in tarot. We all have feminine and masculine qualities in us, and the Empress is just really referring to your feminine side. So even as, a man, you could be, reaching more of your feminine energy there. Three of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So that's beautiful. The Three of Wands, when you were waiting for your ships to come in kind of thing, you were victorious, and somebody did put an offer out there. The problem with that offer is it was come and go. It was beautiful, it was wonderful, it felt great in the moment, but it definitely feels like it wasn't something that lasted. And that would explain why we have the Nine of Wands there. Continuing forward, and forgive me, but okay, so I'm being drawn to the Knight of Pentacles here, which is, it takes me back to like the shield maidens of the Viking day. I wish I could explain it, but that's kind of where I'm at. And the options that are available to you, and one might seem a little rougher around the edges, which also is, very reflective of this King of Swords as well. Seeing he looks like he's on a ship. So, yeah. Yeah, you've got your stability maybe actually found in a place that you least expected. Let's go back to the Temperance. We'll come back to the Knight of Pentacles in a moment. So here we have the World and the Hierophant. Okay. So this, you might have thought this Knight of Cups was your knight in shining armor, your forever. And it took a lot of patience and temperance and control when that ended. They might have even promised you marriage or made you feel they were marriage material, that they weren't, which is what gave you that great stability. All right, for the Four of Wands, those are options again. And yeah, so there were other options. You were an option to this Knight of Cups. It was rocky. This Knight of Cups person, the person that you were with, does not have the type of stability to offer a relationship right now with somebody. There's a lot of work they have to do on themselves. And if it was somebody that you were married to, let's say you're freshly divorced and that's why you're single, this could have been somebody that you were married to at one point, and they developed they realized they were like a kid in a candy store. And if you had any type of arguments or, bumps in the road, they are the first ones that are going to run. So keep that in mind. It wasn't necessarily all your fault. For the Nine of Wands, a lot of sadness. That's why you're definitely a wounded warrior and feeling like a fool. So as you're looking out into fresh new things, you're also only seeing the sadness of what once was. I think you feel like you were made to be a fool, in a huge way. And stepping back out there again, though, you are wanting to be brave enough to take that next step. But the problem is, you're masking a deep, deep sadness within you based on what you lost. And to be honest with you, you don't even know why. Why weren't you good enough? Why, part of the question is wanting to know why. And I think that's where the Hermit really comes in, where you had to start doing some inner reflecting. So here we have the Judgment and the King of Cups. Yeah, you're getting, control of your emotions. There could be a King of Cups, in your life. And sometimes that can be a fatherly influence that is, helping you deal emotionally. But the Judgment is, you're going within looking for reconciliation, or they could be coming back to try to reconcile, being a King of Cups, saying they got their stuff together now and, they want to start anew. I don't necessarily feel that for the majority of you. I think, you know, you're looking for kind of a rebirth, a start over. You're not going to get it with the ex. I don't think you would necessarily want it. Seven of Cups comes with the Seven of Swords. They're all sevens. This is perfect. So in your current situation, I mean, this can be more divine if you tried. So you have the Seven of Cups, which is all of your options, and wondering which one is best. But then you have the Seven of Swords, which is, you know, the fear that somebody is going to steal your heart again. So we went from the Six of Swords up here with all of the options, okay, to the options and the Seven of Swords. So now we've gone from moving off into smoother waters to I'm not going to let anybody steal from you again. Almost overprotective, because then we have the Seven of Wands, which is a very defensive mode. So you really feel like you were robbed, you were misled, you were lied to when this person went off into chose one of their options, disbanded your foundation, and moved off away, potentially with somebody else. They might have even gotten somebody else pregnant, in all honesty. And you're being very defensive and protective right now. And 3 sevens, that's divine. Right there. So that is a divine message that, you know, God is with you, and God sees your hurt and that you're struggling with moving forward in a new relationship. But this King of Swords here, it's King of Swords, and I'm sorry, I have cats, so sometimes they come to say hi to me, which little Romeo just did. We have the King of Swords, and I like this guy, in all honesty. Yes, the Chariot, that's you. And the Queen of Pentacles, I knew I liked him. Yes. All right, so there's going to be most likely an air sign, or a King of Swords. The King of Swords is a no bullshit type guy, okay? Put it that way. People don't mess with him. He is the master of the sword, meaning the tongue. He is the master of the tongue and logic. So he's going to give you the truth, and he's going to be forthright, and generally they are good guys, even though sometimes the things they say are a little harsh. And the Chariot represents you. So you are moving in a direction towards him with stability. Okay, now you're not head in the clouds, you're grounded, you're stable, your feminine energy is there to be delivered, to show kindness and love and support. But see, he's a king, and even though he's of air, and this is grounded, you're queen to him. So he sees you as a stable queen. That's a beautiful combination, and it looks like he's moving towards you. And Romeo's going to come and visit us if you see him in the background. Hope he doesn't make a mess here. And then we have, there he is, Romeo on the cards. And we have the Four of Swords here, where in the near future you're still going to want to rest. You're still tired, but the 3 swords from the broken heart, you've disbanded, and you are sitting just with 1 sword. And that is a good thing when you're looking at being with the King of Swords. So we have a Knight of Wands and a Knight of Pentacles. So, all right, so either this King of Swords is sending you offers, but I don't necessarily think that's what these two are. I think while you're sitting in wait, and this King of Swords is coming towards you. We have the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're being brought 2 very serious offers. These aren't pages. These aren't little messages. Romeo, nobody can see the cards if you sit there. Come on, sweetie. Come on. No. Down. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry about that. Everything's new to him. He's still learning. Anyway, so we have the Knight of Wands. So this is a very passionate offer coming through. and the Knight of Pentacles, which is a grounded offer, and you're presenting yourself as a Queen of Pentacles. And that's why this Knight of Pentacles as well was definitely brought to attention. While you're resting and rejuvenating, this Knight of Pentacles is still trying very diligently to get your attention, because these knights represent kings. So this would be the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. They are coming forth doing business for the kings. So not only do you have the King of Swords direct attention, he's not sending his knights, you have two other suitors that are sending you potential offers. The Knight of Pentacles, though, is very slow moving. They think you're slow moving too, though, because you have grounded yourself so much, head out of the clouds. No fairy tales type situation. And sure enough, there's the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. So Cancer, you've got so much to look forward to. I did like this Knight of Pentacles as well. He's not at a king status yet, but he is somebody who is presenting for the king or for himself. I really think the Knight of Pentacles is for himself. He sees you as a Queen of Wands. So he or she, now keep in mind gender is not, so when I say he, I'm referring to the character on the card. However, it could be a she as well. So, you know, where it suits, you know, use it. Don't get stuck on a gender. But anyway, this Knight of Pentacles, you know, he's walking his journey. He's you know, shielded. He's ready for battle, but he's very thoughtful in things. He's going to think things out, very strategic, and he sees you as the Queen of Wands. So he sees you as a queen as well. And not just any queen, but one that's fiery, full of passion, very, very beautiful. And he is this person is stuck in your aura of beauty and wants to offer a brand new grounded start with this pentacle. So anything you feel you've lost in the past up here, you're getting back through this gentleman. So you have a king, and that's going to be very blunt with you. And then you have a knight trying to achieve king status. And you have another knight in here who I do believe is representing the king. He's not himself, but he's kind of a front runner for the King of Wands, who you apparently have caught his eye as well. So Cancer, this inner reflection that you're going through from the turmoil that you experienced is beautiful, because it's bringing you some really great things. And like I said, even with the center being the Hermit, your inner reflection, and the reconciliation and the King of Cups, there you have another king. I do think, however, the King of Cups is representing the previous person you were with, that this Hierophant would know in the situation that ended. But they're coming back with emotional stability and saying, hey, you know, you're what I wanted. I want to rebuild what we had. Or they don't even want to rebuild it. They think they can walk in and take over and start where they left off as if they are king. And I don't think you're going to tolerate that, because you're looking at your options. And you have 3 sevens there, so there's great things coming for you. And this is perfect. So your oracle card is grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. And we did cover that in 3 cards. So, you know, we saw the Temperance, which takes you to your roots of patience. The Hermit, which takes you within to find the star within you. And then your 4 of Swords, where you're finding your patience. And they're all right in your center here. Then also, I mentioned you were this Queen of Pentacles over here. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, of course, over here for your new grounded start with the Knight of Pentacles. Those are all grounding energies. So yes, this oracle couldn't be more true to form. Definitely, you know, you're going in a direction of grounding, and that is exactly what you need to do. So your advice is highly recommended. Explore your roots, go deep within yourself. Don't let what happened, you know, damage you in your core. Okay, you've got some great people coming forward here. So romance angels say pay attention to the red flags, though. So signs are cautioning you, and soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I truly believe that the soulmate is the new person coming through. The red flags, I do believe, has to do with this King of Cups, who is going to come back into your life and want something fresh and new. So, watch out for that. Definitely. I see someone coming back in trying to pick up where they left off. And that can be very dangerous, especially when you have a lot of other options on the horizon, as long as you continue to ground yourself. You've got people thinking you're a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles, which is, pretty good. I wish I could be both of those. All right, and for Archangel Michael, he says, decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open up my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. So even though you may have suffered some loss and distress in a previous relationship, just decide to be happy now. You take this time of inner reflection and find your happiness within you. Nobody else can give you happiness. Nobody else can provide you happiness, and nobody else can make you happy. Your happiness is found within yourself and you creating the things that make you happy. So go ahead and decide to be happy now. That's some great advice. That's all I have for you right now, Cancer. I'm not doing extended readings at this time. But if any of this did resonate with you, please feel free to comment so we can interact. I like the interaction. And like, share, and subscribe if you liked it. Thanks.